And we welcome you now to another Pet Pals TV brand new show with some great stories, right? Right? Oh, he says right. We've got Steve Schweitzer, Saving Horses. This is incredibly and very powerful. Stay tuned for that. Also, Gadget Guy is back. We'll find out what you need for some early spring things for your pets. And then the Whippet, Know Your Breed with Barney. Stay with us.
Give a little love. Give a little more this time. Give a little love. If you give everything, will be fine. Give a little love. It'll come back if you just try. It'll feel right. Give a little love.
Pet Pals TV and our Steve Schweitzer. Just an incredible story about this gal who's trying to save horses and what she's doing to make sure that they're okay. I mean, with all that's going on in the world, let's do some good things. Here's Steve with part one of Saving Horses.
Turn on the news, and it seems we hear another story about a devastating forest fire. Imagine facing a wildfire and then being responsible for the safety of over 200 horses. That's what faced Amy Cullen. She wrote a book about her experience. It's called Running Free. This is the kind of pristine Rocky Mountain scenery that was threatened by the troublesome fire. In October of 2020, it hit the Arapahoe National Forest. That's located about 100 miles southwest of Denver. Amy was the operations manager of the C Lazy U Ranch, where she supervised over 200 horses and guests and staff.
We started getting very heavy, dark smoke, like over our meadows at the ranch. It was raining ash, so all the horses' manes were covered in ash. So that was like where it went from, I guess in my mind, just another wildfire where we were getting the smoke to maybe a wildfire that might actually impact me and the ranch and the horses.
Nothing in Amy's background as a Philly lawyer turned Colorado wrangler prepared her for what came next.
I had no plan, no idea where we were moving the horses to.
Her first thought was just cut the fences and let the horses run for it.
Once I started thinking about it a little bit more, I was like, yeah, I don't think we can have 200 horses running over, through the county.
So she came up with Plan B.
We found two pastures, not too far from the ranch, but maybe 10 miles outside of the pre-evacuation zone.
The picture you paint of looking up and seeing all these headlights descending on the ranch for the first evacuation, I mean, that kind of sent chills up my back.
Everybody in the county that could hook up a trailer to come help us had a trailer helping us move horses. Some people did 2, 3, 4 trips for us. We were able to move all 200 plus horses to those two pastures.
The wranglers took a collective sigh of relief. But the challenge wasn't over yet. After the break, I'll tell you about the next big test they faced.
We'll have more coming up with Steve Schweitzer and horses. Stay with us.
Every breed has their unique characteristics. There's a Toyota to suit your breed and your needs. Bill Estes Toyota has them all. Bill Estes Toyota, proud partner of Pet Pals TV. BillEstesToyota.com.
I'm Phil Shoemaker, Prime Plumbing and Drains.
Providing top-tier service, whether a stinky mess, water leaks, or other pesky plumbing problems in an ethical manner with straightforward principles.
Where a good flush beats a full house.
The all-new chimpanzee exhibit at the Indianapolis Zoo provides an extraordinary opportunity to connect with this species. Soaring into the sky, it offers a one-of-a-kind view into their world and an unforgettable experience, all created for this. Chimpanzees. Being chimpanzees. Get tickets at IndyZoo.com.
Putting the needs of the pet and the pet's family first has been the guiding light at Noah's Animal Hospitals for more than 40 years. We can appreciate just how much your furry friend means to your whole family. So whether it's routine wellness care or a sudden pet emergency, you can count on our family-owned hospitals to provide the highest level of care for your pets and compassionate service for you. Learn more about our dedication to Central Indiana's pets by visiting noahshospitals.com.
Come check out Big Dog Flooring's large selection of waterproof, pet-friendly products. Benny and Bernstein love featuring their hardwood, carpet, and waterproof flooring. With Big Dog's in-stock products, you can find value all the time. And yes, we install all of our residential and commercial products, which includes carpet, hardwood, and our huge selection of waterproof flooring styles. Big Dog Flooring, a home's best friend.
And now, here's more with Steve Schweitzer and saving horses. Important stuff.
Amy and the Wranglers were just getting the horses settled in, and then
About a week later, the the safe pasture went under mandatory evacuation. And that was when it was pretty scary, because the night before, that was when the fire had kind of blown up, kind of hit Grand Lake, Rocky Mountain National Park, and then the wind kind of came back towards where the horses were pastured. The fire was moving so fast, and it seemed to be doing everything opposite of what they thought it was going to do. That was when we made the decision to move the horses out of the county over Berthoud Pass to Evergreen, Colorado. And that was that second evacuation. That was scary, because there were moments where, I didn't think we were going to get it done. We had flames coming over the one ridge. The wind would knock you over at times. I had horses running all over the place.
just in the nick of time, the cavalry arrived in the form of the Roundup Riders. It's a volunteer group of Colorado cowboys.
And then, we were loading in the dark. We had to have spotlights and flashlights. Some people drove over 5 hours to help us with their trailers. So it was just a great part of humanity too, to kind of witness all the people that came to help us.
Running free is about more than just fleeing the fire.
Obviously, the fire is fascinating to read about, and everything that happened with the rescue and the dynamics of everything that happened. But then the other theme that I'm pretty proud of, and I have a lot of young women that work for me and, unsure of what they're trying to do with their lives. And that's kind of where my personal story comes in.
Amy's description of her experiences is so gripping. It's easy to forget the book is historical fiction.
The facts of the fire are true to the book. Evacuating 200 plus horses twice, that happened. That's true to the book. What's embellished or what's fictionalized are some of the storylines and some of the characters.
Amy admits she wasn't prepared for the fire and all its challenges. She also wasn't initially prepared to write a book about the experience.
And as I've gotten older, I've realized that, you can kind of do whatever you want, but it's not that easy to kind of convince somebody in their 20s of that mentality. So I wanted to kind of share my personal story.
Running Free is a great read for anyone who loves horses or who enjoyed the TV series Yellowstone. For Pet Pals TV, I'm Steve Schweitzer.
Eskenazi Health has many career opportunities available across its system, including administrative, clerical, allied health, information systems and technology, and nursing, just to name a few. Explore your options and become a part of the team.
Every breed has their unique characteristics. There's a Toyota to suit your breed and your needs. Bill Estes Toyota has them all. Bill Estes Toyota, proud partner of Pet Pals TV. BillEstesToyota.com.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, honoring veterans and building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary.
Hi, I'm Pamela Trehune from Grateful, and we need your help to give rescued animals like Faith here a second chance at life.
Grateful, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Hello, I'm Patty, inviting you to go with us to iconic Greece on October the 5th with Colette. We'll explore ancient Athens and the sun-drenched islands of Mykonos and Santorini. Enjoy island life, traditional music, and Greek cuisine. Colette covers all the details, so don't miss your chance to join me. And if you want some more information, go to greatdaytv.com or call Travel Leaders at 317-709-0636.
When I realized I couldn't hear on the phone anymore, I said, that's it. I won't let hearing loss slow me down. That's when I got a CapTel caption telephone. With my CapTel phone, I hear what I can and read what I miss. Now when the phone rings or I want to make a call, I don't hesitate to pick it up. It's just like using any other phone. Plus, I can read what my caller says.
Visit Relay Indiana to see if you qualify for a phone at no cost to you.
And now, Pet Pals TV with Harry and the Gadget Guy, as we're talking about things for spring that you need for you and your pet. And go.
Spring gadgets.
Spring gadgets. All
yes.
right. Let's spring forward.
We're underneath, Harry, we have the Tractive GPS locators. You put this on the collar.
Okay.
It's worldwide, so it can track them anywhere and everywhere. Ooh. What I like about this is it's got a little health component. So it will track metrics of sleep and running and wandering. It's got a location history, but if there's, after it has so much data, if there's some deviation in that data, then it'll alert you. So you know there might be something wrong with your dog or cat. By the way, it comes in two different versions, the Cat Mini and the Dog LTE.
Okay. Next.
Next, this is the Puro Air 240. So this is the perfect air purifier for your home if you have pets. Why? Because aside from the fact that it covers 1,000 square feet, it's whisper quiet, it has this particle monitor. So in the spring, when your dog or cat bring in allergens or dander is heavy in your house, it will elevate its operation to filter more. That's $159 by Puro Air.
Next.
Bird enthusiasts, we have the Bird Buddy, the Hummingbird Feeder Pro, and the Feeder Pro. These are very cool because they have AI cameras built in to identify species. You can look on your phone with the AI HD cameras. And they come in solar and non-solar, so you can power this by the sun or without the sun. These are on a spring sale for $219 by Bird Buddy.
Alrighty. Bird Buddy.
Yes, we've had this brand on before, Old Trapper. These are treats for not just you, but also your pet. So if you're walking or running or in the park, you can feed these little guys with these all-natural beef jerky and beef jerky sticks. They're wood-fired, they're smoked by Old Trapper. They start at $10 and they are in grocery stores and convenience stores. And then finally, we have the Niacasa M1 robotic cat litter box. So this has got an open design, so you pour the cat litter in here, it turns around, and then there's a trash can here. You just pull the drawstring and you dump it. So you never have to touch the cat litter or whatever he produces. This is again called the M1. It's got legs for this, and it just takes care of all your cat litter needs. By
all
Niacasa.
the cat litter needs.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pet. Excellent stuff. How do people get a hold of you?
Gadgetgram.com.
Okay, and also on our website, petpalstv.com. You can find out all about this, and you can buy all of these things, except for Harry. All right, we'll be back with more on Pet Pals TV.
Eskenazi Health has many career opportunities available across its system, including administrative, clerical, allied health, information systems and technology, and nursing, just to name a few. Explore your options and become a part of the team.
Come check out Big Dog Flooring's large selection of waterproof, pet-friendly products. Benny and Bernstein love featuring their hardwood, carpet, and waterproof flooring. With Big Dog's in-stock products, you can find value all the time. And yes, we install all of our residential and commercial products, which includes carpet, hardwood, and our huge selection of waterproof flooring styles. Big Dog Flooring, a home's best friend.
Friends, there's a great group that needs your help.
That's right. Anna's Pet Care Fund is committed to keeping pets, like Fig here, out of the shelter and ending unnecessary euthanasias.
Your tax-deductible donation helps us keep beloved pets with their loving families and allows us to provide emergency care in moments of crisis. We can't do it alone. Every dollar you share can prevent a family from making a heartbreaking decision simply because they can't afford treatment. Join me in donating at annaspetcarefund.org today.
The all-new chimpanzee exhibit at the Indianapolis Zoo provides an extraordinary opportunity to connect with this species. Soaring into the sky, it offers a one-of-a-kind view into their world and an unforgettable experience, all created for this. Chimpanzees. Being chimpanzees. Get tickets at IndyZoo.com.
I'm Phil Shoemaker, Prime Plumbing and Drains.
Providing top-tier service, whether a stinky mess, water leaks, or other pesky plumbing problems in an ethical manner with straightforward principles.
Where a good flush beats a full house.
Well, this is one of the things that I am very, very passionate about, and that is do not send up balloons. Do not release these balloons into the air. They don't go to heaven, they fall down. They hurt wildlife, they hurt pets, they hurt people, they hurt the environment. Here's more.
If you know better, do better. Yes, releasing balloons as a sign of love, celebration, and honoring the passing of a person has been a tradition for years. But now we know it's terribly harmful to pets, people, and the environment. Here's more.
Hey, welcome back. Before we get into the segment, we want to, of course, welcome in Patty Spittler. As always, you're coming back from a surgery.
Knee replacement.
Knee replacement.
And I'm walking.
We're all going to be sitting down with you, so
Okay.
you're not the only one sitting.
And I'll be listening to you over there. So.
Hello. Hello.
This is very, very, very important. I want to
Absolutely.
say maybe a little disclaimer. Some of the pictures you're going to see might be a little disturbing, but that's good because we need to stop these balloon releases.
Let's go ahead and get into that. We're talking about a balloon release, which can definitely feel like a good way to celebrate something big in our lives. Pet Pals TV is where Patty Spittler is joining us from. Great Day TV as well, and she says adamantly, no. Joining her is Gabe Filippelli, and the director of the Center for Urban Health. Bottom line, as you said, these are not good for the environment.
They're not at all good for the environment. I mean, we think of these balloons, yes, they're beautiful, they're decorative, they're made of all kinds of materials on the outside, and they're usually filled with helium or something like that. But the outside materials are all plastics of various kinds, rubbers and plastics and so forth. And that's not a natural part of our environment. It gets into our food chains, it gets into our poor pets and animals out in nature and into us.
So can you talk more about that? And Patty, please feel free to join in.
Oh, yeah.
These not good for pets. What are we
terrible.
talking about with that?
They don't go to heaven. They fall down. You know, and
The
I know
balloons.
it looks well, it's tradition. And I was one of the ones who tried to help to get them to stop it at the 500, and they did. So, I mean, okay, I know it's tradition, but we can do better. Learn from what we know now. And disposable, they say, well, they're biodegradable. Take that. They're not.
Well, when I was on here, I was actually talking about balloons with you. I had the pleasure of doing that with your wonderful dog. Maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. Right. At that time, we knew that biodegradable doesn't really mean biodegradable for plastics. They just break down into smaller and smaller pieces. So that was a science then. But now we know what happens with those small pieces. They don't just disappear. Actually, they enter the food chain, the food streams. They're actually, the new science shows that we can measure it, I can measure it in you.
Wow.
And in me.
Wow.
And in you and in our pets.
So it's actually worse because they're little pieces.
Little pieces that get absorbed into our systems.
Oh, look at this cow.
So what are other ways, as people out there are listening, they're saying perhaps, well, I can't do balloons, what can I do?
What can you do?
Yep.
Today is National Plant a Plant Day. Plant a plant in someone's memory. Make a donation to your favorite charity. There's plenty of things you do. Also, some people have been telling me, because this is my thing, is don't put these little, putting lights, putting matches, little lamps that go up, they come down too, and that can start fires. Don't send things up like that. Do something positive.
Okay.
You know, plant a tree in someone's honor.
Excellent.
That's wonderful.
Well said. I think we could continue this conversation, but we're out of time. Gabe, thank you so much for stopping by. Patty, don't stand up.
Don't stand up.
Don't stand up.
Don't tell me what to do.
Stay
I'm
seated.
coming over here to be by my boys.
All right. Marcus, I think you're taking us away here.
Don't mess with Patty. So let's just stop it. For more information from Gabriel, go to eri@iu.edu. More Pet Pals TV coming up.
Hello, I'm Patty, inviting you to go with us to iconic Greece on October the 5th with Colette. We'll explore ancient Athens and the sun-drenched islands of Mykonos and Santorini. Enjoy island life, traditional music, and Greek cuisine. Colette covers all the details, so don't miss your chance to join me. And if you want some more information, go to greatdaytv.com or call Travel Leaders at 317-709-0636.
Hi, Maria. What's up?
Hi, I'm just calling to say hello. How are you?
Great. It's so good to hear your voice.
Staying connected has never been easier for people with hearing loss. Now you can read captions of everything your caller says with CapTel Caption Telephone.
Did you hear that Ed finally proposed to Anna?
People with hearing loss can enjoy the same ease, speed, and confidence as telephone callers everywhere. Learn more about this service at RelayIndiana.com.
Everyday life is busy enough without worrying about viruses. But just because you're ignoring flu and COVID doesn't mean they'll ignore you. Right now, Eskenazi Health Center is protecting everyone from 6-month-olds to seniors with safe, updated vaccines that can help keep your family from missing school, missing work, or missing good times. Visit eskenazihealth.edu/vaccines and see how a shot in the arm can take a load off your mind.
Make deep connections with those you work with and serve. Hi, I'm Quinn Buckner. Do you know how exciting and rewarding a career in senior care is? ASC offers so many options. Grow your career with education opportunities. Feel empowered through the work you do. We are one ASC. Join our winning team.
And we love it when Silly Safaris joins us and they tell us about all these exotic animals. Let's respect wildlife so that we can enjoy it. And here's more with alligators. Woo!
The more we know about wild animals, the better our world will be. And that's why we always welcome the sage advice from Silly Safaris. Here's more with Meerkat Mel. And yes, that's a baby alligator.
Generally speaking, alligators are afraid of humans.
Now, crocodiles aren't. Speaking of crocodiles, we have a picture I found of an alligator and a crocodile. Alligators have longer snout. No,
U-shaped, yeah, more of a
snouts.
U-shape.
There it is.
Yeah.
And the crocodile has more of a scissor
Very
snout.
narrow, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And apparently crocodiles aren't as afraid of humans.
Not as afraid, and they're definitely a lot more dangerous. Most attacks are done by crocodiles, not alligators. Alligators try to avoid human contact as much as possible,
Right.
unless you are meddling with them. So that's why we always say, don't feed them if you see them. Leave them alone. This year, show them, see, she's like, I have a pretty smile. My brown didn't show him, Allie. Show him that smile.
And I gotta hold him. I'm gonna hold it out.
Okay, so you're gonna put one hand by the tail here, and then right behind her arms, so her shoulder
Right
blades.
behind her arms.
There you go.
Okay, but
Just like that.
She'll stay with you for a little while, and then she'll go to the alligator reserve.
Yeah, back to the sanctuary. So we like to keep them. We don't like to ban the mouths. So basically, when she's about 3 or 4 feet long, when I can no longer wrap my hand safely around her mouth, she'll go back to the sanctuary where she'll be able to be integrated back with the other gators. A gator this size can't get along with the older gators, bigger gators. They would eat her.
Okay.
Yeah, she'd be
we
a
don't
little
want that.
bite-sized snack.
Why do we need alligators?
Oh gosh, they're a fantastic predator. And I mean, really, look at this. This tiny little creature has been around since the Jurassic period. I mean,
whoa.
There used to be gators and crocodiles the size of school buses. Yeah.
See you later, alligator.
As you're zooming in, check this out. This is so fascinating. So if you can get nice and close right here, check out, see these little dots on the side of her mouth? Those are not blackheads for all my dermatological friends.
Okay.
Those are sensors. So you don't just find gators in clear fresh water or lake water. You'll find them in brackish water and all different types of water.
Okay.
And those little dots, those little sensors right here on the side of her mouth will help her to find fish even when she can't see them.
How big will she get? Then we got to go.
12 to 15 feet, give or take.
12 to 15 feet. That's a big gator. So help me. See you later, alligator.
After wild crocodile.
That's all I know. So
say bye, Allie. Weave. Bye.
For more information on alligators and all the other critters, go to sillysafaris.com. More Pet Pals TV on the way.
And you know what I always say, which is know your breed, know what sort of a dog you're getting, because they do have some characteristics that are inherited. Barney Wood with Whippets and Know Your Breed.
When it comes to getting a new furry friend, Noah's Animal Hospitals wants to remind you to know your breed. Whip it! Whip it good! No, we're not talking about the song by Devo. And no, we're not talking about the Greyhound. We're talking about the speedy breed of dog, the Whippet. These dogs are probably one of the most affectionate and lovey-dovey breeds around. Another great thing about them is they are known for not barking excessively. This makes them a great breed for folks that are city dwellers. The Whippet is speedy. The Whippet is the fastest breed of its size and can reach speeds up to 35 miles per hour. In Victorian England, they were bred from greyhounds with other breeds into a smaller size. This helped because they didn't eat as much as their larger cousins, the greyhound. This made for a more economical breed because they didn't require as much food or kennel space as the greyhounds. Like the greyhound, the Whippet is a breed of hound called a sight hound. They can catch prey by sight in large open areas by utilizing their high speed. Whippets were also bred in Victorian England for racing. Known as the poor man's racehorse, these dogs were a favorite among coal miners who enjoyed racing them for sport. Lifespan? Average lifespan is about 12 to 15 years. Size? The Whippet averages about 19 to 22 inches for the male and 18 to 21 inches for the female. They can weigh about 20 to 40 pounds. Training? The Whippet is a sprinter by nature, so it's a good idea to get them outside and run them around a lot. Long play sessions with retrieving, fly ball, and things like that are a plus. Since they like to run, it's a good idea to keep them in a fenced-in area or definitely on a leash. Consider this, they are a great all-around friendly dog. They are great with kids, other dogs, and they are a 5 out of 5 on the AKC's lovey-dovey scale. That's some fun facts about our speedy furry friend, the Whippet. Know your breed. Brought to you by Noah's Animal Hospitals.
We hope you enjoyed the show, right? We hope you enjoyed the show. And if you'd like more, maybe see stories or the whole show, go to petpalstv.com. All right? We'll see you next time for some positive stories.